But yes, you're absolutely right. You hit the nail on the head. Like, we had a very similar traumatic experience, and then we dealt with it two very different ways.
Things just got even more intense as a sexual trafficking accusation against rapper Diddy was recently dropped in a $30 million lawsuit that now also mentions Prince Harry. In another lawsuit against the troubled hip-hop mogul, Oscar winner Cuba Gooding Jr. is listed as a defendant. The case reveals shocking details, including a photograph from 2007 where Diddy was seen with Kanye West, Prince William, and Prince Harry at a party thrown by the royal brothers. According to court records, Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a complaint accusing Diddy of grooming, trafficking, and misconduct. Jones claims that Diddy used his connections with high-profile figures, including Prince Harry, to build legitimacy. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy introduced Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr., leaving the two alone on his yacht, where the actor reportedly inappropriately touched Jones. As of now, none of the accused parties have responded publicly. However, industry insiders are starting to weigh in on the situation. Recently, an FBI raid on Diddy's estate has also sparked rumors. 50 Cent has reportedly commented on this law enforcement action, suggesting it may be linked to an ongoing investigation into trafficking. Though Diddy has provided a completely different version of events. This situation is still developing, and many are waiting to hear the other side of the story.
Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping.
No. That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey.
I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's compilation.
We have them, but we
Charlamagne.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation. It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that. He said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. Yo,
Why are you and Fif just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all done?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fif. He loves me. He loves me.
Jaguar Wright has once again stirred up major controversy with her most recent interview, where she dropped shocking revelations about Diddy's alleged years-long abuse of his girlfriends and young musicians. The internet is buzzing with anticipation over her claims. Unlike her previous interviews, this time Jaguar did not hold back at all, especially when it came to exposing the darkest and most hidden aspects of Diddy's behavior.
There's gotta be some dark shit. Like, people are not understanding that girl quit $250K. $4 million every quarter. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter. Now, she was getting $2 million a quarter, but then she got, you got going on. That's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter. That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of things. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Too much money.
I feel bad for the kids. Like, don't think that there aren't moments when I'm speaking honestly about that motherfucker that I pray that his children don't hear it. Because that's still their dad. I know what it's like to have a baby with a fucked up ass motherfucker. As much as I can't stand my ex-husband, I would never want my son to feel bad about either one of us being his parent. You know what I mean? Like, I would never want that. But their father is the fucking devil. He the fucking devil.
Many fans have pointed out that Jaguar Wright has been warning about Diddy's behavior for quite some time, especially regarding his alleged attempts to involve young girls in inappropriate situations.
Like without Bad Boy Records. But people don't know the reality of Total. And the reality of Total is that Kima Dyson started that group. Puffy got into the mix later. But her mom was like their manager. Her sister Vita survived. Her sister Vita was with Irv Gotti before Ashanti got there. Like, these were girls who were making their bones in the game. They were making deals. They were getting deals. Like, and they did this before Puffy came. Their name was breaking before Puffy got involved. Then Puffy got involved. And then the next thing you know, Missy gets involved. And when Missy got involved, everything changed. But what I hated more than anything was how Kima Dyson kind of got ostracized from the entity that she was damn near responsible for creating because she wasn't, because she was straight, because she had a husband, because she had children, because they had a family, because they had a business.
So she couldn't be the
she wasn't nobody plaything.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, here come Puffy, Diddy, Dirty Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, real fast.
They did nothing either.
I mean,
Danny the King, nothing. Like, his groups do nothing. Like, they start off good, but I believe it's him. He's the #1 denominator. You know what I mean?
Hey, Clive Davis's artists kind of experienced the same things as Angie Stone.
Cassie Ventura's recent lawsuit against Diddy has only added more fuel to the fire, and it seems like Jaguar Wright's comments are starting to make more sense.
About him making her search for prostitutes who were dark-skinned with big black asses. That's literally what he made her search for.
I mean, that's what he into.
He into BBC. It's work Bentley's real relationship was.
Concubine, master.
Throughout the discussion, she leveled some very serious accusations, one being that Diddy is engaged in open sex trafficking and is essentially a puppet of the Hollywood elite. She claimed that law enforcement has ignored these issues until now. Jaguar also highlighted how Diddy uses his fame and wealth to intimidate and assault young artists, even naming a few of his alleged victims. According to her, he exploits his power in Hollywood to take advantage of these individuals, creating an environment of fear and control.
When I started addressing my issues about what happened to Malik B and what happened to Flo Brown, I just started looking, as I've gotten older, like, I dissect life a little differently now. I'm always looking for the origin of a problem. I'm not looking to deal with the fallout that is presently here now. If I want to get rid of it, I got to go to the origin. I got to figure out where it comes from, and I got to dig those roots up, and I got to make sure it can't continue to grow.
What made you tell about P. Diddy and Christopher Williams?
Because they had it coming. They had it coming. I had no intention of ever telling that story. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to tell the story, but they kept posting nasty things about my kids on Instagram.
Obviously, that's not the case anymore, as the power of social media has changed the landscape entirely. Meanwhile, Wright asserts that Diddy embodies everything Cassie described in her lawsuit and more.
You know, do you remember when Bernie Mac played the minister Friday?
Yes.
That's how I feel about teenagers. Like, that's how I see. Oh, Miss Parker, come on. But for him to be at a Diddy party, I don't know. Like, I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to this church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Like, I never, like, and I cut a check for 100, and I'm gonna lay my hands on you, Bishop. And he said to me, and then she said, it's on the fucking internet. He's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais screaming, push the baby out, birth that baby, push the. I'm like, are we at church? Or is this about to turn into like a whole nother scene, like a lost scene from Eyes Wide Shut? Like, this is looking a little weird. I mean, if Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons. Money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
Additionally, given everything that's happening, insider sources close to Diddy are confirming some very serious charges against him. It seems that Diddy's career may be nearing its end, despite his public warnings to whistleblowers to remain silent.
Yes, they had a whole page saying that I destroyed my friends' lives. I had a pipe. I was on and yada yada yada. And I said, if it doesn't come down, you can keep telling lies on me, and I'm just gonna start telling the truth about you.
Yeah. That's what I said.
And it didn't come down, and that's why I was in that little TV screen and I looked so tired. I had been up for like 16 hours. I literally waited. I didn't even go to bed until I did the video.
Like now we're about to talk about it. Because if you don't want to take it down, this is what it is.
Here it is. I waited all night. I've watched all night. I told you to take it down. You did not take it down. All right, I'm finna go to bed. So let's get into it. And the reason why I told that story is because it's the story that probably sickens me most because of my personal attachment to it.
Which is what?
A woman should not be penalized and have her career taken away from her because she is in disagreement with someone else's behavior problems.
Yeah, understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have never happened. This was a brilliant young attorney, and that career was totally polished. So he's a bit of a thrill seeker.
What was the immediate response after you did that?
Even Christopher Williams was running around calling mutual friends that we have, man, you ain't never seen me do no stuff like that. And even that mutual friend was like, well, bro, there was that one time, and look, it ain't none of my business. So, you know, everybody knows that these things aren't secrets. These were all common facts, which is why Biggie's old bodyguard, Gene Deal, confirmed it. It's not like I'm saying things that people don't know. But what's worse is the simple fact that this man feels as though he gets to lives with impunity and has made hundreds of millions of dollars on other people's pain and on other people's talent and on other people's sacrifice. What he did to I'll Be Sure was disgusting. It's beyond disgusting. And the Kim Porter is unspeakable. Back then, those stories were fresh. The publicist came through, cleaned it up, swept it up. Another, #1 record, great video, appearance at Fashion Week with the right actress. You know what I'm saying? And people start to look away from these things.
Wholesome, in public, devil behind the doors.
You know what I mean? So now here you go, and you fast forward all these years, and you look at all of that he created, and no one is okay except for him. Yeah. No one. No one is okay. And the ones that are okay escaped before it ate their up, like my girlfriend Kima Dyson from Total.
However, Wright recently stated in an interview that Diddy isn't the stand-up man he portrays himself to be online. She claims there's a lot more happening behind the scenes, and it's not pretty, especially at the parties he supposedly throws.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something that I've never told anybody before on camera.
Now, let me straighten the wig.
All right, there's a Hollywood party. I'm not gonna say any of the names though. I'm
Can
just
If
Spirit give it to you, I will not deny what you say. Okay, it was a certain urban artist, but he wasn't black. Had a big record that just broke. He was married to an actress at the time.
So was him a Robin Thicke?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was at his dad's house, which I guess is his house now, in Sunset Hills. I went with an old associate of mine. His name is Jimmy, and he was the vice president of Andre Harrell's label, New America.
You talking about Jimmy Irie?
No.
Okay.
Jimmy's back.
Oh, give it to
now.
me.
But he was the vice president of New America, which was the label that Robin Thicke was on at the time. So me and Jimmy get to the party. It was very interesting. There was a certain supermodel that showed up at the party and was thrown out of the party for some very, very, very vulgar conversation, very loudly about people. There were video girls there that were dancing. Michael Rappaport was there that night.
Who?
Michael Rappaport. The one who's beefing with KD. With Kevin Durant.
No, is he an athlete as well?
No, Michael Rappaport, the actor. He played Remy in Higher Learning.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he was there at the party. And he was shaved bald like Remy for whatever reason that night. And
right?
Yeah. And
people.
No, not Joe. Higher Learning.
Zebra.
And Zebra. Yeah, Zebra Head.
Yeah, Zebra Head.
Yeah. And there was a guy that was a comedian. He used to be on MTV. He just kind of disappeared. He was there. And a few other people were there. Andre Harrell was there. And it was a very interesting night. There was a lot of party favors. And
when you say party favors, we mean
party favor. And of course there was alcohol, and I was a BYO with everything, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sharing nothing with you. I ain't smoking with you. I'm not doing that. So the video dancers were dancing, and then the girls got upset because they weren't getting any attention because they couldn't dance like the dancers could because they were all women of color. So then they decided to do a whole love scene on the pool table in the living room by the fireplace.
Of course they did.
But there were a few inappropriate things that happened. But this particular supermodel, she did a spread eagle, and she didn't have any her whole, life force, and told everybody to inside out or something like that. Hollywood house parties are like that, or you'll go and just out of nowhere, things will just turn left.
But it seems like as you're saying, it seems like this is like the norm.
It's very normal. It is very normal.
In particular, Jaguar made some unsettling revelations, one being Diddy's associations with shady A-listers. This aligns with Diddy's track record of having powerful but questionable connections in the industry. In fact, this network is likely why he hasn't been caught or charged with the accusations against him until now. Jaguar claims that Diddy is heavily involved in the sex trafficking business and isn't above putting his own girlfriends in risky situations to cater to his inclinations. Furthermore, those close to him have disclosed that Diddy exploits young musicians within his inner circles. His top aide, T.D. Jackson, is alleged to have attended nearly all of these predatory parties.
It is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making, man, he making the Christians look real bad right about now. So I know what goes on at the parties. If, you know, they probably got a little bit more freakier, you know, as time went on, you know, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, you know, where people used to go to, you know, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, you know. So, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other, man, it's crazy. I was getting calls from females that stated that they had situations that were, I'm trying to put it in a way, there were situations that if law enforcement individuals heard it, they had, Puff had broke the law with them. So he had committed a crime. And in doing so, if those are the females who went and found the lawyers to take their case, he's going to be facing criminal charges because the act in which they explained to me were criminal acts. The drinking, the touching, the raping, all that.